5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
We've got Kristian Montgomery, who's a songwriter who I just been giving a listen to some of his stuff. He's got a great record. It's Kristian Montgomery and the Winter Kill Band. It's called the Gravel Church, which I'm assuming since he's been down south that he has a little church in his background, and we'll ask him about it when we have him on. He will not be able to play with us, just to let everybody in the audience know. However, after the show, we'll get him back another time, or maybe we'll have him send us a quick shout me out on his guitar next time he can, and we'll have him back for sure. So anyway, without much ado, let's go to Kristian Montgomery.
Hey, Kristian. How you doing?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm warming up. I spent a long afternoon in the Atlantic Ocean catching fish today, so it's cool up here.
Well, where do you live?
Right now, I'm living in a little fishing village in northern New England called Brewster.
Okay.
You might have heard of Cape Cod.
Yes, I've been there many times growing up.
Yeah, I married a girl from the Cape, and her dad was a fisherman. My dad was a fisherman, and so of course, she said, well, we should be fishermen.
Right.
So,
well, that's cool. I mean, it's interesting. We get a lot of interesting people who are musicians who are great, but we all have to make a living too. If we all could eat off of our proceeds, I don't know, they'd have a lot more of us in LA.
yeah, no kidding.
I don't know where they'd put us all. There's a lot of talent out there. Right off the bat, I really liked what I listened to. The song 5 Horses was the first thing I got to listen to, and I really liked it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that song?
Oh, 5 Horses was was written pre-pandemic. It was a verse and a chorus, and my bass player had a conversation with his wife over dinner talking about how Kristian should, play a song about the environment. So, he said, "Gosh, I just heard this verse and chorus he sent to me." So we got to working on it, and it was reminiscent of, if you remember, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, the Indian on the track.
Yeah.
It was written after I saw that, and it was a foreboding or a warning about kind of where we're at now. I mean, right before the plague hit, I'd written this song about how we're going back to being stuck in holes in the ground, and nothing more than that. We've pretty much destroyed our planet, and we're at that
cheery holiday stuff, I must say.
Yeah, right before Christmas, So, but we found an old Sioux Indian war dance recording and incorporated that into it. It's got a real Native American percussion to it.
I was going to ask you about that because I only gave it a listen on an iPad. However, I heard it and I liked it. I was curious about your production, what you did. It's funny. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, we, I'm very friendly with the local tribal council up here in Massachusetts, where the Wampanoags who met the Pilgrims, and they're still horribly. I mean, the country wouldn't exist without them, and they're still horribly treated by the government. And
it's a bad legacy for sure.
It is. But I mean, I feel as though there's hope now, and that we might be able to do right by them. But the long and short of it was a song about the pandemic we kind of find ourselves in now. It was, a little foresight as to the lyrics, but it came out really cool. Very tribal, kind of a progressive country song with a little Peter Gabriel influence in there. And
Yes, very nice. You're mentioning all the right touch, levers with me. I love Peter Gabriel. I think of Robbie Robertson a little bit.
Yep.
Listening to it, got a little vibe of that, little whiff of it in the air.
Yeah, he's a classic.
So that's cool. And then there's one that I just have to laugh about because everybody, it's like it's the anti my dog died and my pickup truck is broken down and I have no money song. It's called Girls That Fall Apart. It's the opposite of a guy's crying in their beer song, I think. Tell us a little bit about that. Is that autobiographical, based on a certain lovely young lady somewhere?
I would say young ladies, plural.
Okay.
There was a time in my life where I seemed to be gravitated towards women that were broken or who were self-destructive and just really bad for me. And
hey, listen, everybody needs once in their life a little Thelma and Louise action kind of a thing going on. Add that with a couple of stalkers and you have a really well-rounded life these days. You at least get a book deal somewhere.
I've had a couple of Glenn Close rabbit boilers. And
right, a bunny boiler. You don't hear those often.
Oh, they're out there.
Tell me about it.
A couple of them are still trying, but it was just a funny song to kind of poke fun at.
We're going to do the scar thing, man. I'm going to show you my scar from this white shark off of Madagascar.
Oh yeah, she broke my heart.
Oh, there you go. Right, we've got a tattoo of it being wrenched out. Or in my case, it was an alien that jumped out and ran down the hallway. It was better to get rid of it, believe me. But no, I'm kidding. Nothing worse than a bunch of grumpy old people who are like miserable about it. You got to laugh at all those fun things and write songs about it. It's very cathartic. Great fun too.
This one came out really cool. The lap steel and everything my producer Joe came up with. It just made the song kind of drive itself, and it was just it was a touching, heartfelt tribute to those women that have fallen apart before my eyes.
Okay. And have any of them, do you get any stalker activity after this? Have you had any weird phone calls or, finding things in your milk box, if you have one, or in your mailbox, I should say?
No, now that I live on an island, I feel safe. I'm surrounded by water, and my wife is a very athletic and strong woman who, she can protect me. So
I'm gonna say you don't want to mess with the fisherman's wife, man. She'll cut you up. Girl knows how to work. She's got it going on. Well, listen. Kristian, we're doing a quick pop-up 15-minute thing. I want to have you back on soon and have you play with us. The songs are great. Tell us a little bit, though. Where can we find your tracks? Tell us about the name of the record. I know it's the Gravel Church, but tell it all. Tell it all.
Well, believe it or not, the Gravel Church was released in April of 2020, and March 5th, my next record, The Prince of Poverty, is out. Gravel Church right now is available on all the streaming platforms, Spotify. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Our website is www.kmwkb.com. And we've got records, the CDs for sale, T-shirts, stickers, guitar picks, all that stuff. But Prince of Poverty drops March 5th, and you can get it You can pre-order it on Bandcamp.
Okay.
We're starting to get a significant amount of press. We got a huge response for the Gravel Church. Over 100 articles out there.
Right.
Probably the most talked about, probably the most written about country album of 2020. And even more than some of the major label artists. So we've done pretty good.
Well, I'm glad, it's really nice to meet you. And, the next time you won't be a stranger because we'll definitely be calling you back and have you back because I definitely want to hear you live. And I know our fans and your guests will. And hell, I will tell everybody out there, check out the album, The Gravel Church. It's by Kristian Montgomery and the Winter Kill Band. I didn't have your band's name down yet, but I'm working on it. We'll talk next time about who the guys are, where they come from, and thank you for being on. You're on Live with Neve, everybody, and we're going to say goodbye from now. We'll be back at 5:30, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much, man. It's good to see you.
Take care.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, Live with Neve.